In a fiery meeting that pulsed with urgency, President Donald Trump took center stage in Washington, rallying Republicans behind his proposed budget plan. He pulled no punches, directing a stern warning at those on the far right who continue to push for deeper cuts to Medicaid. "Don't F around with Medicaid," he reportedly said, signaling his readiness to crack down on internal divisions. This moment comes as tensions rise within the House Republican Conference. The House Freedom Caucus, led by figures like Rep. Chip Roy from Texas, has been adamant about slashing spending further and downsizing government. Roy reinforced his stance shortly after the meeting with a post on X: "Limit gov spending, put money back in the pockets of hardworking Americans and get the hell out of their way." But not everyone left the room unconvinced. Rep. Ralph Norman of South Carolina, usually aligned with the hardliners, seemed moved. "Trump did a great job," Norman said. "There's no better speech than anybody could have given." Trump's message was clear, authoritative, and calculated. According to White House officials, he expressed frustration with all factions of the party slowing down progress, including moderate groups like the SALT Caucus and the very Freedom Caucus he once courted. The president is clear: he wants every Republican to vote yes. The SALT state and local tax deduction cap has become a thorny issue for some moderate Republicans, especially those representing high-tax blue states. The proposed cap lift, from $10,000 to $30,000, hasn't satisfied everyone. Rep. Mike Lawler of New York argued, "With those numbers, I don't support it." Trump, in a rare shift from his earlier stance, sided against increasing the cap further. "We don't want to benefit Democrat governors," he told reporters before the meeting. Inside the room, he made a calculated political play. His message on SALT: "Don't let it kill the bill. Push that fight to another day," he advised. He knows the optics of Republicans being divided over tax breaks could play poorly during an election cycle. Then came the issue at the heart of the debate: Medicaid. The proposed budget aims to slash $625 billion from the program that supports over 71 million low-income Americans. That's no small move. While some conservatives called for deeper cuts, Trump held the line. He emphasized targeting only waste, fraud, and abuse. He laid out a vision that includes imposing work requirements and eliminating access for undocumented immigrants, but firmly opposed going further. His message was surgical, precise: remove inefficiency, not care. The idea of punishing low-income Americans didn't sit well with Trump's populist image. He knows the optics. He remembers 2016. "That was a meeting of love," Trump said after the session. "There was no shouting, a couple of things we talked about where people felt one way or the other, not a big deal." Despite the tensions, Trump tried to maintain unity. He made it clear that those resisting the plan might face political consequences. When asked whether GOP members pushing back should face primary challenges, he said, "Possibly." This wasn't just a policy pitch. It was a power play. Trump reminded Republicans who still hold sway over the base. And it wasn't just about numbers or policies. For Trump, this was about political survival, electoral messaging, and keeping a fragile coalition intact. He framed the plan as his big, beautiful bill, and made sure everyone knew he expects loyalty. But can that loyalty hold? As negotiations continue, Trump's influence will be tested. The SALT cap still divides moderates and conservatives. The Medicaid cuts still spark outrage among Democrats and worry some independents. And the House Freedom Caucus, while quieter, hasn't surrendered its agenda. Still, on this day, in that room, Trump reasserted his dominance. He positioned himself not just as a former president or a candidate, but as the party's architect, its strategist-in-chief. And he left no room for ambiguity. This was a command performance. And for now, the party listened.